Hello, let's do a quick breakdown of the Black Goo. And don't worry, you won't have to read this. This is or see this. This is for me to read to you, so I know when so I can keep everything in line here, and I put stuff up on the screen that you need to see. And let's get going. Why is it black? Genesis 1:1, right, or whatever. Dark world was dark, so that was easy. And then everything came. Let there be light. And everything came because of light. The world was dark, and then everything grew and became because of light. Yeah? So why the goo? Because we're told that it's the Big Bang. If you don't believe in creation, then it's the Big Bang. And the Big Bang is a representation of the not how we perceive it. It's a completely different thing, but for us to understand in the human perspective, a sexual act. Whenever you have sex with someone, it's called banging them in some slangs, correct? And everyone who's had sex will not argue that the stuff that makes babies and when babies are born, I think sticky or gooey would be a very good adjective. All right, and what this goo is the manifestation of the electromagnetism. Everything was dark, then there was light. Light is electromagnetism. That's the whole attraction thing. That's how. So whenever you feel a kitchen magnet pull towards a refrigerator, that force you cannot see is manifested as this goo in this dimension. Now there are two types of melanin. This is from a book called A Study of History. It's one of the most well-respected, well-known, prestigious books. It's like, as is on just a clever title, A Study of History. And as you can see right here, it says something like, the Ethiopians' gods were dark-skinned or black-skinned, and the Thracians were blonde-haired, or excuse me, blue-eyed and red-haired. Now where did the red come from? So you have black and you have red. The red came from separation from the mother. So think of it this way. Creation, separation, mutation. So the black, separation, mutation, now we have the red. This is what's called the dark matter. This is why they don't know shit about it, because they don't know. So right now, we're in mom's head. Okay, and the reason why I say we're God's head, whatever you feel comfortable with, is because all the stories, everything that's created comes from the divine feminine. Yes, no, we'll just stop right there. I'm not going to go any further than that. We don't need to go any further than that. All right? And we are in mom's head because gods cannot be killed. And specifically, mom cannot be killed. She can only be put to sleep. Now, here's what speculation. Did she fall asleep or was she put to sleep? Meaning, did someone knock her out? It's not important, but there's speculation on how the unconsciousness happened. And so now, since we are in a dream, because she's knocked out, asleep, whatever, we're in fantasy land, dreamland, in her head, produced by her pineal gland. And this is where anything can happen here, right? You can win the lottery and your life can change overnight. You can get crushed by a jet engine from falling from the sky. You can be born a man and you can have that all changed. This is the Matrix. This is the Wizard of Oz, where it's all a dream at the end. This is even Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street, just the dream world. And this dream became a nightmare. But here's the fun part. Here's how we know that God, or the divine feminine, or the great goddess mother, is good deep down inside at the core. Because scientists in study after study prove that deep down humanity is good. Meaning that eventually, we are not perfect, but neither is God, neither is our mother. And we love her for that, because we are not perfect either. So we are not jealous or stupid, hypocritical beings, right? Because how would we expect God or our mother to love us for not being perfect if we don't love her for not being perfect? Right? So we know that scientists in study time after time have proven that humanity is good, and that will eventually choose the right thing or the good thing to do. And so now that's been suppressed. You are part of the biggest cover-up in the whole world. That's why Earth, if you move the H at the end of Earth to the front, it spells heart. Because this is all a love story and we come from a loving source. But it's all kept this way for control. Okay, so this stuff that we're made from, this black goo, this dark matter, is called melanin, which is what you have in your brain. It's in your pineal gland. That's why it comes out when you're sleeping, which is in the dark. It's called the dream juice. Everyone has it. Okay? That's why it's called burning the midnight oil. Melanin itself means black. So I'm going to show you an awesome clip from Bill Donahue and get you even more caught up.
If you're open to the outer light, it does nothing. When you shut down and enter into the place of the deep darkness, that pineal gland starts to activate and the melatonin flows. That's what Dr. Wilson said. That's why the black stone. Do you see the reason for the black stone? But then there's this thing here from Dr. Philpott in the newspaper today. Sleeping with magnets on your pillow will boost your energy, relieve your pain, make you feel younger, pep up your sex life, increase your lifespan, lower your cholesterol, solve emotional problems. Sleeping with magnets. That's why it's been this way. Now let me show you something here. Dr. Philpott of Oklahoma, psychiatrist, I have found magnets to be the most predictable pain-relieving agent that can be found. They relieve arthritis, severe cases of arthritis, headaches, and even have anti-cancer and anti-infectious and anti-aging values. I've even helped psychotic patients. I mount the magnets to the temples and blah, 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 blah. There are no side effects. Philpott says magnets stimulate production of melatonin. The same hormone that is secreted by the pineal gland that destroys cancer cells, according to Dr. Wilson.
Now you see, isn't that neat? And everybody has it. But this is why you see in all the horror movies or perverse music videos of demons coming from this stuff or demonic evil things coming from this stuff, or they consume it and they become something different, because it's another way of them saying, we've hijacked the code. See, this is the code, but look what we're doing with it. And all of this stuff, this melanin, is symbolized, this melatonin, same thing, is symbolized by the olive, which represents the seed. Now look at Uranus. You see the seed? There's the big circle that represents the earth, that's mom, and then there's the little circle that represents the seed, the sun. You see the little olive? Mother and son, you get that? One sun for the inside, one sun for the outside. Probably shouldn't even have gone that far. Now, if you look at old Egyptian hieroglyphics and pictures, you'll see that these guys and these things and people or whatever are depicted as green, black, or red. You see that? Because they're talking about the creation, they're talking about that they were made and what they were made from. Now let's go back to look at Uranus.
The black stone.
You see that? That is the true curse of the black pearl. Because this creation is carbon. And they tell you we need to reduce the carbon footprint. Because that good son and the good son's children with the mother are a threat to this place that have taken it over. So it is truly the curse of the black pearl. Jew is short for jewel. It's also called the black jewel. Pearl, all the same thing. And the Jews, that's why they are the banksters, that's why they control the place with money, and they are more than happy to tell you that this is their creation and that they created everything. So that's where that even comes from. Now Popeye, right? Now Popeye should mean a whole different thing to you, yeah? Popeye, you pop your third eye open, your pineal gland, and out comes what? The olive oil. Now this should open up a whole lot of doors with people who know the Bible so much and why the olive branches and the olive oil is such a big deal. That's it. We're going to stop there. That's all I need to say. What have you done for love today? Thanks for watching if you did.